Hi, I'm Yang in Robbinsdale. Here's a few stories making news today. To some, the clanking and banging may sound like a bit of a nuisance. But for John Nelson,
how are you doing?
It's the sound of business soaring. Nelson opened up Christian Brothers Automotive in Maple Grove early this year.
We actually opened on January 13th. It was my birthday. It was actually the most stressful birthday I've ever experienced, but exciting nonetheless, right?
When COVID hit, the number of services took a dip. At one point, the shop saw less than 30 cars a week. However, as the mandatory shutdown restrictions started to ease, services eventually doubled.
I think a large part of the reason why I picked back up is just more people starting to drive. And of course, when you have less cars on the road, you have less cars breaking down and less people needing to service their vehicles, right?
The phone didn't ring, and the second week, I did lay off a couple of guys for that 1 week.
JPT Auto Services in Brooklyn Park also felt the impact, but the scare only lasted a couple weeks before they returned to busier times.
People that were prolonging car repairs and now they're at home working and they don't need their car, especially for bigger jobs that take 2-3 days. We've seen a lot more of that work.
Last month, JPT made about $20,000 more than a typical month.
I'd say in the record books, it was probably one of our second busiest months that I've been here.
And as more cars roll in for services,
we are disinfecting vehicles before and after servicing.
Nelson says drivers can expect to see various COVID-19 safety precautions.
It's also super important for us to make sure that safety is a high priority. That goes with the level of experience with our repairs, but also goes right along hand in hand with the pandemic.
Our egg rolls are the best egg rolls ever.
Every once in a while,
I love their egg rolls. Best egg rolls in the city.
a craving comes along that has to be satisfied.
Love this place. I have family in town from Memphis, and every time they come in town, this is my treat.
At a time when many restaurants are struggling, Brooklyn Center's Viet is proof that not even a pandemic can stop people from getting their hands on delicious food.
It's been doing really well, especially during COVID.
Min Lam runs this location on Brooklyn Boulevard,
It's been open since 1987.
along with a Viet food truck.
Our main thing is our egg rolls. We're known for our egg rolls, and it's very big.
Big, not just in size, but in overall popularity. 3 years ago, the family-owned restaurant got its own stand at the Minnesota State Fair, where they sell garlic cream cheese wontons and giant egg rolls on a stick.
It took us 7 years to get in, and it was tough because they won't let you into the fair, the bigger fairs, unless you do the small fairs, and they want to know that you have a resume that you can handle big crowds and people standing in line and just moving it.
Not only did they prove that they could handle the big crowds, Min says their stand did even better than expected.
It's been crazy. Last year was our best year ever, which is amazing.
What's not amazing is that COVID-19 forced the cancellation of the state fair that everyone knows and loves.
We have the egg rolls. This is how we do it at the state fair.
So instead, it's being replaced with the State Fair Food Parade, where people can drive through the fairgrounds and buy food from one of 16 vendors. Viet happens to be one of the 16.
I think it's an honor. I think that's great. Yeah, it's wonderful for them.
It's great. Too bad I didn't get tickets because I love going to the state fair for the food.
Tickets for the food parade may be sold out, but the good news is that egg roll lovers in the Northwest Metro don't need a ticket to get their hands on this deep-fried deliciousness. In Brooklyn Center, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Even though your school system may elect to stay shuttered or try learning from a distance, you have a bona fide in-person opportunity for your preschooler to experience an interactive workshop in the park with Stages Theater.
Yeah, so what we're doing here in the park for our preschool programming, we are going to continue in September. So we will be back here in this beautiful park in Hopkins.
And for a preschooler and their lucky adult, this can be a very welcome break outside in a beautiful setting.
Oh, it's something to look forward to in a pandemic.
The program is awesome. The teachers are very good. Our girls have a lot of fun. They make it a lot of fun. So They keep dancing at home, practicing at home.
I hear your barking giraffes as you move around.
Stages has been offering productions and workshops for preschoolers for a long time, but because of virus fears, they wanted to try something completely different.
You know, we didn't know exactly how the kids would respond. It's new for them, it's new for us. But the second that we get started, they're right there with us. They're jumping, they're dancing, they're laughing, they're singing, and they are really having fun and being creative for this magical 45 minutes.
The summer classes are winding down, but fall classes start in September and will fill up fast.
We will always do a guided creative drama adventure. There will always be singing, dancing, and an opportunity for the kids to play a character.
Everyone is seated at a distance in the park, and parents and grandparents are always encouraged to accompany and play along with their children. This is a stay and play activity, and there is no drop-off of children allowed.
It's been the hardest thing about quarantine is you don't get to see that joy and that excitement that the kids bring, but we do on days like today, which is super special.
We'll have links up on CCX Media to get you to the Stages Theater site with all of the information. From Hopkins, Neil Persley, CCX News.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.